Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we have a guest today. Can someone guess who he is? Okay.
Jaswant Singh Khalra's brother.
Right. Shabash. Who is Jaswant Singh Khalra? Someone else, yeah? Yeah.
Shaheed Singh.
Shaheed Singh. Anyone else? Yeah? Hanji.
He helped us know that a lot of Sikhs innocent lives were getting killed.
Right. He discovered the people who were being killed by the state.
He was a lawyer.
He was a human rights activist, yes.
He was a writer.
You can say that. He was a researcher.
And he was like, she got the signature. So that he was the one with them.
Okay, yeah, he was Sati or she sings. Hanji? Yeah.
He wrote about the genocide and everything. Like, how were they framed when they were killed? He did not put the blame. He did not put the blame.
Right, he talked about Sikh genocide. Yeah? He was a brave person, right? He was very brave. And he was smart, right? Yeah?
He was a good people.
He was a good guy, yeah.
He was a piece of history.
He is piece of history, yes. Yeah.
He was
nice.
He was
nice.
nice, yeah. He was very responsible. Okay, last one, okay? Yeah. No, you forgot. Okay, that's fine. So let's talk to his brother and find out who was Jaswant Singh. Jaswant Singh Khalra, godson. So we'll talk to him, we'll have some fun, but सारे ने चुप करके, we need to listen to him. He came just to meet us, right? So we are going to be really good to him. Are we?
Yeah.
Shabash.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I think you are very, very fortunate children to have a school like that, teachers like that, establishment like that. Because I haven't seen any school who's like perfectly educating children in a security. I think I put my hand on my heart and I can say this is the first one I've seen it. So you will be looked after by these teachers and I think you're very lucky. I shouldn't take your time, too much time, so I'll say a few things but I'll leave it to you. You want to ask any questions? I think that will be the best way to find out about Jaswant. Shall we leave it to you or shall I say something else on it? Okay, let's start from first thing. Jaswant born in a village right on the border of Pakistan and Punjab. Very border is only like half a mile from the village. And he studied in a school which is like a village school. Don't have that many facilities like you have now. And from there, now you can say if someone can grow up like that and become a hero, that means you got a lot of potential to even go beyond his abilities because you got facilities, you got everything here. And then he studied, and when he was only in 10th class, he started working towards community work. And then slowly gone into college and union, student union, and then he joined the other movements. And from there, when the genocide happened, and his whole work was actually involved around that. So as I said, you know more than me anyway, but you can ask something which you need to know more. Perhaps I can explain you as a family member. Yeah. Say loudly because I'm a very old man and my hearing is not that good.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਲੜਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਖੀ ਸੁਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you a few things when he was like your age. We were both used to play around and even like you brothers and sisters at home sometimes have little sort of friendly fights. We used to have that. And then we used to go to the farm to fetch some feed for animals and this. And I can remember one thing, and we were coming with our father to back home, and he asked one thing. He said that around our village, all the other villages which surrounding our village have Shaheed in every village. So why our village doesn't have any Shaheed? And it's a fact that from Khalra there was no Shaheed before. But I don't know if you know the locality there. Shina Bidi Chand, Bhai Tarun Singh, Bhai Tara Singh, Baba Deep Singh Shaheed, Subek Singh, Sabasi. They are all actually from the surrounding villages of Khalra. Only about 2 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles, like that. So his question, young boy like you, was that why we don't have any sheep. And my father said, because you only get sheep if you do something for the pant. And pant, you know, pant means for Sikhism. And if you will fight on this, achieving the values of the Sikhism, then only then you can become a Sikh. So I think that got in his mind that perhaps he thought that we need a Shaheed in this village. And from that day, he just started work on his own will. And he never looked back, and he never bothered, he never cared what will happen to him. Is that good enough, Saki, or you need another one? Well, the other one was even in Canada, and it was in England. He actually came, first he came to England. I used to live in England around 76. So he came to me there, and the first lecture he gave there, and same thing he actually repeated in Dixie Gurdwara. And it was like the Sikhs actually were born by or created by Guru to defend the rights of the poor, the weak, and they were the defender of the human rights for everyone, not only for Sikhs, but everyone around the world. And he said, now the situation is that we actually asking the world or the others to defend our rights. So he said, how unfortunate is that? That we actually born to defend others, and now are we asking others to defend us. So I think that was his feeling, and that we are not doing something right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was Jaswant Singh Khalra in at home when he was back in, you know?
What was his daily routine at home?
Well, I mean, in the early age, it's the same thing like you as a child, but now I think situation changed because the children nowadays mostly are on telephones, TVs, talking about fashion, this and that. But on those old days, we were just either talking or considering about housework, homework, schoolwork. And so we used to go to school. He was 2 years younger than me. So we used to go together and to the school. So we used to get ready. I think in those days, I remember we were actually forced to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then study. And in the villages, there was no electricity, but lucky we had that. But before we had it, it was lanterns with oil, paraffin. So we had to study 2 hours from 4 to 6, even though we never liked it. Because as children, you don't like to be forced to get up and read. Isn't it true? Because you want just Ram, peace and everything. So yes, we used to study, and then we get ready, we get forced to have a bath as well. And the water not used to be hot, it was cold from the hand pump. And what we used to do, especially me, they asked us to go into the bathroom, have a bath, and come out and then get ready. And sometimes in the winter, I used to just leave the water on, and just wash my face and come out as, oh my God, it's too cold, have a bath. So these are like you do same things nowadays. They're not bad, but that's I think you grow up with. And then we go to school, and then after the school play hockey or other games. He was good in kabaddi, used to play kabaddi in the village. And then we go out and get the feed, but the cattle, feed them, and then again, back to study. That was the most of the routine.
Yeah.
Did Jaswant Singh Khalra die in a fire? Did his body was found in a fire?
Fire?
Yeah, was his body found in a fire?
How was his body?
No. First of all, so far, no one knows the truth. No one knows the truth, how he was killed.
No, I'm not asking how he was killed. I was asking.
Yeah. You will get that answer. You will
Yeah.
get that answer. Wait.
But the evidence from the police, the eyewitnesses came out where the case was started again, that first he was tortured for many days because he was picked up from home on 6th of September 95, and he was kept in different police stations. And they will keep moving him. The reason so that no one can find him, that where he is. And he was tortured, forced to admit that the reports are false and you stop everything here. But he was adamant, he was courageous, and he just said, no, I'm not going to. And then a lot of torture, and the last eyewitness said, then he was shot. And once he was shot, he was killed, he died. They took his body in the boot of a car, and dumped in the river near the hurricane. And since then, no one ever find his body. And that's the eyewitnesses who told.
So the family never got the body, okay?
No one actually knew how much torture. It's all eyewitnesses from the police. The people who were working in the police, and they turned as eyewitnesses.
You know how Jaswant Singh Khalra
Yeah, so he just know this. Guys, 1 second.
He was tortured
One by one.
and then shot.
Yeah, one by one. Pardon? You need to speak loud. How was he so much motivated at that?
I think it's the motivation.
Yeah, he was so young at that time. How was he so motivated?
Yeah, the motivation comes from the Garbani and from the family. And if you look at that, the young age, even if you go to the history of our gurus, Guru Gobind Singh was only 42 years old. And he done everything in his life. He created a panth, he fought the wars. So age is not something that you get either brave or experienced. One of you might be very, very brave, very courageous, and you may say, I want to do this. So it comes from your inner side and believe in the Gurbani, and that's how he was.
So did you get this? He got the motivation from Gurbani, from Guru. So that's really important for us. If we really need a motivation, if we want to become like Jaswant Singh Khalra, we need to depend upon Guru. We need to do whatever Guru tells us to do. Right? Yeah, sorry, I'm coming to you.
Like I saw one Jaswant Singh Khalra's movie, and I was like, so to Jaswant Singh Khalra, so the worker came and they pick up the Jaswant Singh Khalra. They was watching them hard, and then one police officer shoot them and make them die, and they were in the water, and when the officer come and then they shoot them.
Okay, guys, peace.
And they shoot to them, and then they have a sheep.
Right. Sorry. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਸਵੰਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਖਾਲੜਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਉਦੋਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਧੋਂਦੇ ਪਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਨ ਆਈ, ਵੈਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਗਏ. That's a right story. That's true. Okay, guys, there's a lot of noise.
You won't be able to hear this.
Why do you want to sacrifice your life?
Why did he sacrifice his life? Why did he go back from Canada when he was at the same place?
As I said before, that the Sikhism, the Panth Sikh, actually came to defend the weak, the poor, and that's our duty to defend. And that's what he had in his mind from Gurbani, and he learned it. And like some of you might be engineers, some of you might be doctors, some might be teachers, some might be on the road just doing labor. So not everyone can succeed. So I think when you become Shaheed or you do something important, it's only few people can do it. Like I'm from the same family, but I can't do that. I haven't done it. So it's always inner strength, and which I said they come from your faith. That how can you can actually become stronger.
If you could meet Jaswant Singh Khalra again, what would you say to him?
If you meet by Jaswant Singh Khalra again, what will you say to him?
He never listened. That he was so concentrated and focused on his own work. He never actually can change. His father, my father, everyone, they always say to him, be careful, be this. But the other thing I can tell you, when he was in England with me, we said to him, don't go back now because it's not the right time. You may be picked up, you may be killed. And one thing he said, can you put it in writing to me? If I stay in England, I will never die. Can you do that? You can't. So I was answer this. And that's why he said, if I want to die, I want to do whatever goes.
Yeah. Pardon? So, in his village, is there any memory on his name?
Yes, we made a stadium, sports stadium, and there is a statue actually installed there. That was my dad's wish that it should be done. So we did it from our own sort of funds, family funds. The other thing I would like to say very proudly as well, that we fought the case for nearly 10 years, more than 10 years. We never asked anybody for even single pound or penny or anything. All the money spent on the case, it was from the family funds.
I would like to add along with it that ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰੇਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ 'ਚ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਰੋਜ਼ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਦੋਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ. Right? Your school starts with the ardas. Along with that, in Brampton, we have a park on Khalra Saab's name. have this school on Khalra Saab's name. There is a school in US on Khalra Saab's name, but why? That's the question. Because of his sacrifice, right? Yeah.
Do you have any flashbacks about Sean?
So do you have any flashbacks about Khalra Saab?
Well, I mean, when you are brother and sister or brothers and sisters, you always have it because you grown up together. And yes, I have, but some of them are my own private. And as every child, every family member, they always have their own sort of different childhood flashbacks. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like, direct questions are in there and just.
I like rather than I'm speaking. Okay, if I don't take questions, I will be telling them my own things. Or not that, and I think that's the way it should be.
Pardon? What does Jaswant Singh Khalra's name mean?
That means only to the new generation, the Sikh Panth, the Khalsa Panth, because otherwise, if you just say Jaswant Singh, that doesn't mean anything. But because he got Shaheed with it, and I don't know if you heard his speech in the Dixie Gurdwara last one as well, that Guru only gives one thing, which he keeps for special occasions, special people, and that's a Shaheedi. So I think the only special thing is that he's Shaheed. Otherwise, there's nothing in it.
So the thing that he mentioned about Shaheedi, have you guys read your hoodie's backside?
Yeah.
What's the slogan on it? That's the same wording he used at Dixie Gurukhat. His Shahadat is supreme. Nothing is above Shahadat, right? You should remember that. That's why you have that on your t-shirt so that you remember it every single day. Yes.
How old was Jaswant Singh Khalra when he died?
42 years.
I'm coming to you.
What is the police station?
Yeah.
What is the police station for?
Okay, so why did police guys went to him?
Uh,
Okay, guys, please.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Why police went for him? Perhaps you haven't heard much about genocide. So many innocent people were picked from their homes, children, 15 years old, 20 years, and they were taken to police station without their fault. And then their parents were asked to pay ransom to get them released. And if the poor parents could not pay any ransom, then they used to take them into the field, make a false encounter, and say he was a terrorist and he got killed. And sometimes they don't even declare that so-and-so person is killed. They just cremated him and claimed as unidentified bodies. So, because every inquiry, his queries were against the police and the government, so they want to cover it up. And the only way they thought is they can cover it is like to either ask him to change the course of his action or get killed.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, we are gonna ask that. Yes, Singh Sab, you? Yeah? No. Yeah, what's your question?
How did he learn this?
Okay, so two questions. What is Jaswant Singh Khalra's friend's name? Friend. And how did you find out about this?
Okay, he got very good friends who actually, even after he was killed, they were not scared to go and fight against the police. And the friends are from like Satnam Singh, Rajinder Singh Khalra, and Kriala, and loads of them. So I think his best friend was like very close one was Satnam Singh and Rajiv Singh Khalra, who went with him into the cremation grounds. And the other one,
How did you find out?
how did we find out? I find out means in England. I was in England that time, and he stayed with me, long time, like a year, and then go back and come back, and we even applied his political asylum. It was all given, but then he decided he wanted to go back. He was washing his car outside his home, and then the police came in, picked him up, and took away. And then the eyewitness, Shaheed Singh Khalra, he called me straight away because his wife, Paramjeet, she was in the library in Guru Nanak University, so she didn't know anything. So he called me and he said, that's what happened. And we just started the action, writing letters, telephoning, all the MPs in England, even senators in USA, Amnesty International, everyone, and then we started a campaign. And that's how I got to know a telephone call from his friend.
Okay, last few questions. Yes.
Yeah, but
Why did he stay from
Pardon?
You know, like Jaswant Singh Khalra, right?
Yeah.
Why did he like have to discriminate against him?
Why did?
Discriminate.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Okay, why did like police had null क्यों discrimination करती थी? Like why were they killing the young guys? Why did discrimination given?
after the attack on Harmandir Sahib, and there was a movement against the government, and the government of India doesn't like it. So, because there was like a militant movement, but it's not militant movement, means terrorist movement. But it was a militant movement to say, look, if you can do to us, we can also fight back. So to stop that, they want to scare the youngsters to stay away. So and there were 2-3 elements. One, it was like if you pick up someone and kill, the more you kill, the more your promotion goes up. So many police officers, they were just special PO, means they were only not even police man, they were just put in as a special police officer without any education, without any qualification to help them. So from SPO they went to SSP rank. The reason because they killed more. And the other one was that they want the money. So it was all corruption, right from the policemen to the politicians, to the top.
Last 2 questions, and then we have to finish it. Like someone asked, what was his job at that time? Like, what was he professionally doing?
Okay, I mean, he was a director in the cooperative central bank. It's a big central bank of district Amritsar. It's located in just start of the Bazaar. So he was one of the director, and the director is elected by all the cooperative societies by vote. So he wasn't like an employee, but he was a director running the bank.
Yeah.
Why did they put it?
Okay. Yeah.
Why did you went to England and come back?
Okay. Yeah.
And so why did when they go to politics, why it was like go to England and they come out?
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But then why did you go to England then come?
So, 3 4
Yeah,
questions
total
combined.
altogether, yeah.
So, why did he go back from England to Punjab? Jaswant Singh Khalra, does he have a daughter, and what's her
So I
name?
said
And-
when
and-
they go and when they come in
Okay, and when did he come? When did he went to England, and when did he go back to India?
Okay, first of all, Jaswant Singh got daughter and one son. The daughter is in USA, now Kiran, and son is in Canada. So yes, they both have children as well. Why he went back to India again? It was like his idea that if I just stay here in England, then I can't do anything. I can't do justice. Then people will say, you talking about these things but you sitting in a safe place. So I have to be one of them to fight. If you remember, there was a Corinne Bowmer. She was a member of parliament from Brompton. And I used to talk to her on the phone. And you know what she said? She used to cry when she was talking about Jaswant. And she said, I feel like either he was a stupid man or he was a saint. Because according to her, he was extreme. That he was not scared of anything. So, what else was it? Why he went back? I said that because he wanted to finish his job.
You guys have so many questions. Okay, last question.
It is one question.
Huh? No, he was younger than me. He was
2 years younger than me.
So now we have to finish this session. But Paisa will be giving his last words. But after he's done, I want a favor from you guys. I want you to go back to your classroom, and before you leave today, I'm going to tell your class teachers, write something on Jaswant Singh Khalra. Whatever you have learned today, and let your teachers know what you learned. Okay? Can you do this for us? Can you? No more questions. No more questions, guys. Last words from Paisa.
Right, I think you heard a lot about Jaswant Singh. You know more. You heard before from Amarjeet as well. I'm not going to go repeating those things. But what I'll say to you, be good students. Learn. Respect the teachers. Respect the locality. Because when I was young like you, and when I was walking and I see the teacher coming from the other side, we used to stop and let the teacher pass in respect. Now, the new generation, they think they have the right to question them strongly. You have right to question, but only right thing. Respect your teachers, study, get the good education, serve the bunk and the community around you. Doesn't matter who they are. Our job is to serve everyone. So I should take more time, and I congratulate the staff.
One last question. I mean, I just read it from teachers, and I think students should know it. How was his spiritual life? Like, how was his jhonka? How was he, like, before Shahadat? How did he prepare himself for the Shahadat?
I think
Guys, this is important.
he was very like spiritual inside as well, right from the day one. But the other thing was in the blood. Our grandfather, Harnaam Singh, he was also involved in the independence movement. And if you heard about Kamagata Maru, a Kamagata Maru ship came here in Canada, and our grandfather was one of the committee members. They actually hired the ship, and then he took the people from Malaysia, Singapore to Japan, and then they came here in Canada. And they didn't let them in. So they had to go back. So those sort of things, it was in the family. Every generation had something, who done something for the fun. So I think he had that built in himself. And he wasn't scared of anything. And spiritual, yes. He was very spiritual. We started Nagar Kirtan in the village, and he was always organizing it right at the front. So everything worked together for him.
Do we have any other? I don't want to take questions. Really? Okay. Really?
No, it's all right.
Okay. 1 and 2. Yes.
What was he doing?
Okay. And when was he born, and which year was he Shaheed, and how many brothers and sisters does he have?
1952 he was born. And with big family we had 5 sisters and 4 brothers. And he was the second one after me.
So you are the eldest?
Amarjit, he's the youngest.
Oh, Amarjit is the
He's the youngest. I think he looks older than he is.
Can you okay, last, yeah. Do you have a son?
Yes, I have a son, and he works in the Metro Bank in England, and he's a director of the Metro Bank in Slough in England. We live in England.
When did he get married?
In 1981, 82.
Yeah.
And the marriage, about his marriage as well, he forced us that he will only take 5 to 7 people, not more than that. And he will bring his wife without anything other than his own dress and that's it. That's how he got married.
So this is really interesting. So how many people went with Jaswant Singh Khalra for his marriage? Just 5 to 7
5 to
people.
7 people.
And nowadays, when we go to the marriages, how many people are there? Thousands and thousands, right? That's not right. Is that right? No. So it should be like we should have only 2 people in the marriage so that the burden on the other family is less, right?
It was very simple marriage. His in-laws lived in a farmhouse outside village. So they go to Guru up there and done all the lama. And that's it. And had langar and we come home.
Okay, now we are gonna honor Pai Sabji and then we'll have to finish this session. Is that fine? Good.
I would like to say that this honor is not for me. I'm not worth. It's for this one. And I'm accepting on his behalf. Yeah?
Yeah, so everyone please stand in line over here and Paisab will take picture with us. Over here, on that silver point. On that silver point. Okay, go. Yeah, once we are done with the pic, then we will. Are we all good? Okay, let's do 1 second, 1 second.